I saw something on YouTube, learn to surf in just 5 minutes. Baloney. Surfing is not an easy thing to do at all. I was a ski racer for many years. I learned to snowboard in just 1 day. I'm a good skateboarder. You'd think these skills would translate over, and maybe they do to some degree, but surfing is not an easy thing to learn, and nobody's going to do it in 5 minutes. My son Abe was a D1 running back for Penn and one of the most athletic guys I've ever known, and even he, after a number of lessons, can barely get up. So, in my opinion, the first thing to prepare your mind for is that this is not a simple 5-minute thing. It's going to take you a while, and it's going to take some practice. Because it's a complex set of skills. You're trying to perform a rather difficult thing, getting up on a board that is moving while the wave is roaring, and it's not that easy to figure out. At least it has not been for me. But here I am, with a little instruction and help, trying to figure it out one more time. I'm really so very stoked because I was able to get up on a surfboard and ride it in a couple times. I got a lesson and it was really fun. I found a pretty dang good spot to surf. Pretty good waves here. It's got a nice little edge break. They don't just fold in. I was able to get up today after a surf lesson, so it was really pretty exciting. I'm excited because it's my second surf lesson today. But yesterday I was just using these generic little swimming trunks, and they were kind of falling off me. When I was jumping on the board, I'd have to pull them up, and then they'd creep up, and they're just too long. So I realized that today one of the keys I think that's going to help me is I scored these Real O'Neill surf trunks. And they're a little bit tight. They've got a cut for relief, so you're not fighting that coming up my leg. And I think it's going to help me out today. Here's where I'm getting my lesson. It's about $9.70 for a lesson and a board for an hour. Well, I'm so jacked to be learning to surf. I got a lesson here, and it's less than $10 for a lesson and a board for a whole hour. This has been a lifelong passion for me to learn how to surf. Now I'm a good bodyboarder, but I have always had difficulty standing up. I did spend some time in Hawaii, but my buddies just had a 6.5-foot surfboard, and they knew how to do it, and so they'd take me out in the big waves with this 6.5-foot surfboard. It was just a really good way to get scratched up on the reefs. But I've always wanted to learn how to do it. And this is the first lesson I got yesterday. And I was able to actually stand up about 3 times. And I rode one wave in on my knees for about 80 yards. And it was still fun. And I've taken a little lesson on Zeddy's Surf School on YouTube. And I'm going to practice it here to make sure I got it. Yesterday I was grabbing the rail of the surfboard. But my instructor, Ann Zeddy, said you put your hands on the surfboard. Put your hands like this on the surfboard. Me being a goofy footer, I put this leg up first. And then go like this to get a little extra space. And then go like that at about 60-70%. It's a lot easier said than done when you're on a board that's not staying in one place, but at least I gotta know what to do. There's my brothers doing their thing in the wave. PG on the left. Well, there's a lot of trial and error at this point. When I'd pop up quick, I'd fall off. When I'd maintain balance and I'd get up, you know, I couldn't stay up long because the wave would peter out. So there's a lot to it, but I did get one really good ride where I was fully popped up and I rode it for at least 25 yards and it was a really good time. It's good exercise. I enjoy something that keeps me fit.